Good morning, everybody. What's going on a Monday? I'm just kind of hanging out at work, nothing really going on, so I thought I would try to knock a video out. Plus, I'm testing some mobile recording studio stuff, see if how that's working out for me, and you guys can let me know in the comments if it's working good. If it's not, then I'll hold off till I can get a laptop to do some of these because I am really iffy about mobile recording apps. I mean, some of them are good, some of them are crap. Some of them have a paid subscription you have to wade through to actually be able to have them usable. I'm using the Adobe Premiere Clip, I think is what it's called. So we'll see how it goes. But I was up. I'm gonna say a few days ago. I'm not exactly. I think it was. It wasn't yesterday. It was like day before yesterday. But that's neither here nor there. The baby was sick, and I was like, you know what? It's that time of the year. Let's see what's on Netflix or Amazon or Hulu or something. I need to see if I can find some horror movies I haven't seen. And I was aware of Return to Horror High. I always thought it was like they do that weird thing that they did sometime in the 80s where they title something like it's a sequel, but this is a sequel to something that doesn't exist. I mean, it's not really a sequel. It's a movie within a movie. I'll say that. Or it's a movie about making a movie. And I was reading the description of it, and I was like, one of the things that caught my eye was like, and I'm not a big George Clooney fan, but he's in this movie, and I was like, wow. I was like, this must be one of the first movies he ever did, and I was like, I'll check this out, just because I want to see if he's one of the. I figured, I was in that mode where I was like, he probably doesn't get killed. He's probably the lead character, and spoilers real quick before we go any further. And this is the only thing in this movie I'm going to spoil because I'm going to tell you right now, I love this damn movie. This movie was so good, but I'm going to spoil this little bit. He's like the first one murdered. I was shocked. I couldn't believe that. I mean, he was drugged. He plays an asshole actor. You can't get more meta than that. He's on this movie, this low budget, they say documentary like slasher of some events that happened in like the 80s, because apparently there was a murder in the 80s. A bunch of kids got killed. A bunch of teachers got killed. And they they're on a very low budget trying to put this together, and George Clooney's like their lead actor. He's playing like a cop, and he quits them to go work on some Miami Vice ripoff. Their words, not mine. That is their words. And he was drugged into a closet and stabbed about 80 times. Well, not really 80. I mean, that's a little bit of an exaggeration. But he was stabbed multiple times. And it was just kind of shocking to me because I did not expect it. And the movie picks up with the police showing up. Like, this is before that. This guy's recounting the story of what happened. The police are interviewing him at the crime scene. They're hauling bodies out. And he's recounting the story of what happened, and like I said, I do not want to ruin this movie. One of the main things I want to talk about with this movie is that it's one of those movies that's very meta. Like, it's so self-aware, it's ridiculous. And it basically spends most of the movie, I mean, there's a good amount of gore, which I'm a big gore fan. If there's not buckets of guts and blood flying, I'm not happy. This movie gave me that, and I did some research on it, and apparently they had to cut a few scenes. The A&P lab scene, I think, had to be cut down a little bit because it was vastly gorier than it was in the final cut of the movie. And I was like, I'd watched it, and it was pretty gory as it was. I was like, wow, what the hell else was in there? It's like, surely there was some more. I mean, how do you get more disgusting than what you did, But, I mean, it's They spend the whole, like, you have one actress playing like three leading roles in the movie or three roles in the movie, and they poke a lot of fun at gratuitous nudity and uh, over the top gore in some of these horror movies when it's not really necessary. And it's really funny how they play it up. And one of the things like that caught my eye was there was when the cops are interviewing the survivor, right, like the lone survivor. When the cops are interviewing him, there is this female cop that's running around, and like I guess she's supposed to be like the hot girl, like one of the hot girls in the movie, and she looked so familiar to me, and I could not place her. And I had to go look it up on like Wikipedia or IMDb. I used both of them try to figure out who it was, and it was Marsha Brady. And we're talking like she's like running around with her shirt half open, and she's got like fake blood all over her cleavage and all this. I mean, it was crazy. And I was like, she looks so. I mean, it's one of those things where you see somebody and it drives you nuts because you cannot place them. So, like I said, I had to pause the movie and go look, and lo and behold, Marsha Brady from the Brady Bunch is the hot cop. I was like, oh my god, she don't look like that now. But I mean, it's been like 30 plus years since then, so yeah. I think that movie was made in 87 though, so yeah, it's been 30. My brother was born in 87, so 31, 32, something like that. But the movie is it's got the gore. I mean, it would be pretty well standard slasher if it wasn't for like the meta poking fun at the genre stuff and a couple of other things. Now, the ending, I did not see the ending coming, and it's very rare that they get me with an ending, but they got me this time, and I was really happy about that. I was like, you know what? I've never been got that way before, and that's fine. It was, like I said, it made me extremely happy the way everything in that movie played out. I really kicked myself because, like I said, I was aware of this movie for years, and I just kind of ignored it because, I mean, it didn't really stand out as anything special to me. But I'm here to tell you, man, I was dead wrong. That movie, great movie. It's really good. Like, if you're in the mood for a slasher, you want to, like a slasher / comedy, I mean, that's your movie. But all right, I think I'm going to wrap this up on that one. If you haven't seen Return to Horror High, it's on Amazon right now, I do believe. Still, it should be. Get your ass over there, watch that movie. It's a great movie. You will not be disappointed. If you are, I mean, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. And thanks for watching.